Hey everyone, it's Cinema Lovers Incorporated back at you again with another video, and today, as a part of Spooky Dookie Time, I am reviewing Joker. Now, Joker is technically not a Halloween movie, but he's creepy, so let's just get into the video. I saw the new Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix. I watched it with my family, and for the most part, we had a good time. So, of course, let's get into the good, and then let's get into the bad. So, the good is Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. This man is fantastic. He gets into the role perfectly. He plays a mentally ill person who has he doesn't have a good day, and no, actually, quite frankly, not a good month, because I think this movie's set within a month, and just the weeks leading up to his downfall are just horrible. Spoiler alert: he loses just his sanity. He finds out that his mother is not his mother at all, that she's just a person who adopted him, and she abused him. Stuff like that is dark, and it really messes him up, and I thought that Joaquin Phoenix really captured the role perfectly. I think the music is really good. I believe that, I think it's good. I don't know what everyone else believes and thinks, but I think it's great. The score really gets you into that role, kind of like it puts you in the Joker's head, like it's just all crazy. Like when you hear that music building up, you know something's coming, and you don't get scores like that very often nowadays. The makeup, the the Joker's makeup is really good. I mean, it's not like the greatest makeup, like, let's say, Heath Ledger or Jack Nicholson, but it's just like standard makeup, but it's still good makeup. The set designs, Gotham City looks a little bit too New Yorky, in my opinion, kind of. It doesn't look that much like Gotham, but I guess they're going for something else here, so Gotham City still looks really cool. I just enjoy the story of the Joker unraveling, and it's really cool that it's R-rated, so you get to see more blood effects and stuff like that, and lots of gore and stuff, and just an overall fun movie to watch, and it's a great origin story, I believe, for the Joker. I enjoy the characters. I think they're all really cool, most of the characters, but yeah, let's get into what I thought was okay. So what I thought was okay was, like I said before, Gotham. I thought Gotham was alright. Not the best looking Gotham City. I think it just felt like a normal ran down New York City, just with more graffiti. But still, it feels like, I guess it's Gotham City. So it's just a nitpick for in my opinion. Another nitpick that I have is, let's just say for a second, the ending when he's skipping through the halls. I don't feel like that's really it would have been so much better if he just ran through the door. Like, what was he doing with that person running through the halls? Like, did that make any sense to anybody? I need to watch the movie again, but that's just a nitpick. I need to watch it again. Let's get into the bads. So the negatives I have with Joker, and there are a couple, okay? A lot of people say that the film promotes violence, and I have to agree. The film does promote violence. It makes Thomas Wayne look like a freaking bully and someone who just doesn't give a crap about people. It makes Thomas Wayne look like he only cares about money. Now, I get it. This is a spin-off movie. This is kind of like its own thing, and they always do this with characters in different Batman movies. It's just a different story, but Thomas Wayne is Batman's father. And his death is what makes Batman become Batman. If Thomas Wayne wasn't a good guy, then it would ruin Batman's story of trying to bring justice to the city, trying to preserve what his father was doing. Thomas Wayne being made into a bully kind of goes against all of that, because Thomas is the very thing that Batman is trying to destroy: corruption and terror. And that's my problem with this movie that is trying to promote violence, because it's trying to make Joker look like a good guy. And when this movie was over, my family said, I'm with Joker. I'm siding with Joker. Everyone loved the Joker in this movie, and they wanted to be with the Joker. They didn't want to be with Batman. That's actually literally what my family said, and that's not good. That's really not good at all. How the Joker, he's killing people because of the way they treat him. And I can see, yeah, characters are mean in this world. But yeah, the Gotham people are mean. But I think the people that should have been mean to him should have been the thugs, not the cops and stuff like that. Like, Thomas Wayne should be the guy who's trying to help the world. And in a way, he is in the movie, but still, you can tell he's a bit corrupt. He's looking out for himself and his people. He's trying to help the Joker's people, but in a way, not really. He's just trying to get away from that. Another problem I have is kind of the middle act of the film. It gets a little jumbled up and convoluted when he finds out that his mother is actually, she actually adopted him. That's kind of, in the middle, it gets a little bit confusing and convoluted. The Joker has a laugh throughout the movie, but near the end, he kind of quits doing that, like that laugh where he chokes, and I need to watch it again, but there's so many plot points, and I just get lost in the middle of the movie where they're trying to reveal a lot, and they try to make it this big reveal, and I like the reveal that his mother really wasn't his mother, but it just got a little bit convoluted because the Joker goes from point A to point B to point C to point D. And it feels a little bit tired after a while. The Joker just acting crazy and laughing as he's trying to find out more of his backstory gets a little bit tiring and a little bit confusing in the middle, but nothing too bad there. I mean, you could say that's a nitpick, but it's kind of a negative because the movie kind of slows down in the middle, like near the end, almost near the end of the movie. Another flaw I have is the blood effects. Now, some of the blood effects look good. For example, when the talk show host played by, I forgot his name, but he's a great actor. When his brains get blown out, I think that's great blood effects. But the rest of the movie, the blood looks like paint. It doesn't look like blood, and I was disappointed because this movie is supposed to be gory and shocking, and my blood is not, it doesn't look good in my opinion. It looks kind of like, just like, I don't know, it just doesn't look right, and you could argue that they're doing this for a stylish standpoint because when the blood splatters on him, they want it to look good with the white paint on the Joker, but just the blood on the walls, the splatter, just doesn't look natural in my opinion, and most of the blood effects, they just don't look very good. They look poor in my opinion, and that's depressing and sad because it's supposed to be a gory movie. Yeah. And another scene, like I said, another thing I have is, another problem is the Joker, you're supposed, the filmmakers want you to side with him in this movie when he kills that guy in his apartment building, and that little midget's there, and it's supposed to be like this funny joke, and all these people are laughing. There were people laughing in the theater, and I don't think that's really supposed to be funny. I mean, he just murdered a guy. He straight up murdered a guy, and the guy's dead body's on the floor, and this is like a scene played for laughs, and that's my problem with Joker, where it feels like it's promoting violence, like you're supposed to side with him, and yeah, people are corrupt in the world, but I just don't feel like Thomas Wayne was right for the role. And okay, let me make myself clear. I really don't read the comic books. Okay, so if Thomas Wayne was like this in the comic book, my apologies because I haven't read about it. So yeah, but yeah, the Joker, it's promoting violence, and yeah, but you could argue that maybe all of this is in his mind. Maybe you could argue that Thomas Wayne, him being a bully, is in Joker's mind, because in the film, Joker is imagining himself dating a woman in the film, and it never happened. And I'm not going to talk about SJW crap because she's black. It actually works because they're not really a match, and that's kind of the point. So that's kind of, that worked in my opinion. I was worried that this was going to be an SJW film. It's not, in my opinion. So another flaw I have before I wrap up this video is near the end where Joker is starting a rebellion, and he gets locked up in a prison car. The cops arrest him, and all of a sudden, the Joker's followers take this emergency vehicle and ram it into the cop car, okay? Killing the police officers and severely wounding Joker, knocking him out cold, knocking him out. All right, so here's my problem. These followers want to help Joker, okay? Why would you just crash a car into the police vehicle like that? I mean, really? It's kind of like Last Jedi when Rose hit Finn. I remember all the criticisms in that movie. Like, what if Finn died anyway? Yeah, and what if Joker died there? And they're like, oh, crap. I mean, come on. It's not like a little hit. I mean, Joker is knocked out cold, and they actually have to drag him out, and there's blood on his mouth and stuff, and then he wakes up like 10 minutes later. I mean, seriously, I'm not joking here. And what if he died there? What if Joker was killed? Then the movie would have they would have lost everything. Like, what's the point? Like, they couldn't just shoot the cops? Like, they couldn't just come up and shoot them and knock them out? Like, why crash the van head on into a police vehicle? That scene, in my opinion, sucks and it makes no sense. Another flaw I have is at the end where he's in this mental ward, and you can tell that it's maybe a couple years later because his old psychologist or psychiatrist, she has gray hair now. She's aging, and he's in this mental ward, and it's never explained how he got there. You never know. I mean, obviously he was captured, okay, obviously, but the setup and the build-up, it just wasn't there, and it just felt choppy and forced and rushed. It felt like he was just thrown in there, and it was never explained. It was just rushed, in my opinion. So, yeah, those are my flaws. I have a lot of flaws with the movie, but there's a lot of positives. For example, the acting, the music, just the overall fun of the movie. It's a great blockbuster, I guess, for the fall time. So, there's a lot of flaws with the movie. There's a lot of bad with the movie. So I wanted to do the review mainly on the bad in this movie, but there's a lot of good as well. This movie, in my opinion, would get probably a B-. This movie's not the worst movie ever made. It's a good movie. B- is good. I mean, for me, it's good, okay? So, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, do whatever the heck you want to do, and goodbye. Bye, everyone!